So this is the Capita Outerspace Living, and what a fun board. You know, we got a 154 for demo. We loved it so much that I ended up buying the 156, and it's just such a fun board to ride day in. It's a great daily driver, and it's got a nice balance of camber and rocker, very similar to the profile, like they say on the site. It's very similar to the Mercury profile, where there's just a decent bit of camber, not a lot, transitioning past the bindings and then going up into rocker, as you can see. And I really like this this feel, and I really like just how it's stable but forgiving. So it kind of like, you know, it's super easy to butter. It's lively, it's poppy, it's fun, but yet, you know, you got a little bit of float if you want to. I mean, I'd rather be on the Mercury or something more directional, or something really directional like the Capita Spring Break, like 161 Tree Hunter. But man, this is good for a twin, and it's really a twin with the centered stance, and that's kind of how you want to ride this thing. You want to ride it centered, you want to ride it switch, you want to ride it just switch just as much as you ride regular, and you want to treat the mountain like a park. Our only complaint really with this board is the edge hold. You know, when comparing this to some of our other favorites, this lets go a lot faster than a lot of other boards we have in this category. Like if you compare this to the S Basic, I mean, it's just night and day difference. Or if you just compare it to something like a more expensive board, like the Prototype 2 or the Yes Greats, or you know, a lot of other all mountain freestyle boards we have, like, you know, like the Solomon Assassin. Those boards just grip so much better, and I wish they'd do a little more with the side cut, or do something to where, you know, out of the factory, you've got really good edge hold, and then if you want to take it from there, you can. So that would probably be my only complaint with this. The base is just a base, you know, nothing special. But, you know, at a lower price point, you'd think that this base would just totally suck, but it was just hanging right there. And let's just, you know, about bases, so many people freak out if it's like centered or extruded or this or that. But there's only a few types of centered bases. There's only like a few types of extruded bases. But most of the bases that are made these days are great. And if you're somebody who doesn't wax a lot, it's better to go with a lower end base that doesn't require a lot of wax, like an extruded base, or like a you know, a low end almost extruded or centered base, because you can wax it once and then just let it go for a little while, and in all conditions it'll perform about the same, which is great. Really expensive bases oftentimes just, you know, like require a lot of maintenance and a lot of waxing for them to really shine, for you to really get, you know, what's going on with that tech. So, you know, that's what I like about the Outerspace Living. It's really fun. It's not a board, it's not a one board solution if you set your stance back in powder. And that's why we call this all mountain freestyle and not all mountain. All mountain is like a little bit of everything, you know. It can kind of double as a free ride board, it can double as a twin, it can, you know, it can double as a freestyle-ish board. And this is more just like a freestyle shape, a true twin with a centered stance that can ride the mountain really well, and also ride the park. The reference stance is like a little below 22. It's like 21 3/4, but when you get out past the reference stance, you know, that's kind of tricky for me. It's like 23 and like a little past a quarter. It's like 23 1/3, which kind of sucks, but I can put it right here for me and then slide it in to get, you know, just slide my bindings in a little bit to get kind of where I want to be. Or if I have union bindings, I can make this work no problem, because union discs even the mini discs I could make work, because then they mount differently. You know, I'd be mounting more like this than like this, and then I have a different area, you know, of where I'm centering up on. So that's kind of cool. All in all, you know, this is just a fun, poppy, playful, just super fun all mountain freestyle board at a great price point. That's really hard to, I never would have thought. After we rode this, we knew it was a favorite. We knew we liked it that much, but we never would have thought it would be a low-cost favorite, because we thought it was at a higher price point. So this board rides definitely above its price point. It's not gonna, like, it's not like a cure-all. I mean, it's not like the perfect board. It's not like, hey, oh, this will compete with like a, you know, $500 board perfectly, but we thought it was closer to like, you know, mid-fours kind of thing. I don't know. It just was a really good board. And oh yeah, the graphics, the base, it's just all graphics under a clear base, so it's pretty easy to repair. So all in all, that's the Capita Outerspace Living. Really fun addition to their line this year.